Hello?
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, how you doing? It's me again. I was your second caller.
Oh, yes.
I have another question.
Sure.
Are you protected by the Constitution? Such as, for example, under the Constitution, you're prohibited to discriminate against a religious group, right?
As far
Is
as
that
I
correct?
understand.
It's one of the amendments.
For example, an employer cannot deny employment to someone because of his or her religion, right?
Correct.
Now, you're not a religious group by definition.
Correct.
Right? So if I'm an employer, I could discriminate against you guys just in the same way that I can discriminate against other groups such as fat people or people with glasses that are not protected under the Constitution.
But your religion would be the situation there. I see what you're saying. You're saying there's no religion, but it would be if it was your religion that caused you to not like atheists. Typically, it would be.
Unfortunately,
I guess that my question is that under the law, are you considered a religious group?
No.
No.
We are a non-profit educational group.
Okay, so if I was an employer, or if there's an employer out there, can they just go to you and say, well, I'm not going to employ you because you're an atheist?
If they were dumb enough to put that down in writing, and they would end up with a lawsuit for sure. But it's an at-will state, so they could actually fire you for whatever reason they want.
Right, but you said that there would be a lawsuit, but based on which law? Or which law would they be breaking?
That would be covered under discrimination because of religion, simply because it's not just that you're saying they're atheists. What you're also saying is they're not religious. And as soon as you inflect that kind of word, the religion part, that's all it is. I mean,
You're saying the law, in other words, under the law, you would be considered as a religious group or
no.
as an individual with a religious belief by not having a
It would be the employer.
I feel the point is, if we got fired for being an atheist, then we'd be fired for not agreeing with my employer's religious views.
Yes.
And
right.
that would be a very good lawsuit.
Right, but I don't understand why. I mean, if you're not...
because he's firing us because we don't agree with his religious points.
Under the Constitution, you would be considered a religious group or an individual with a religious belief, which that's what the Constitution says. I mean, the Constitution, for example, doesn't say anything about fat people or people with glasses. I can go to someone and say, well, I'm not going to hire you because you use glasses, or I'm not going to hire you because you're fat. I am legally permitted to discriminate against them.
No, because if you actually fired a person because they was fat, they would go to the employment board, they would get unemployment, and then the state would actually stand up behind them.
I'm saying someone that is pursuing a new job. I can just say to them, well, I'm not going to hire you because you use glasses. There's nothing in the Constitution that says to me that I can't do that.
Well, there are
I can't discriminate
the Civil Rights
against people
Act,
in the basis of age, sex, religion, and others, right? But you, by definition, are not a religious group. So I don't know if you're protected by the Constitution.
As every American is protected by that stipulation and by that law, we are too. As atheists, we are protected from that discrimination for the basis of religion, even though we're not religious. I see what you're saying. We're not religious, so how can we be protected the way religious people are? Well, it seeks to protect Americans and not just religious Americans, all kinds.
Right.
We do appreciate you calling. We do have several other callers there, and you've already called twice, and I'm not trying to be rude, but let's...
Sure, no problem. Thank you so much.
Thank you for calling.
Bye-bye.
And I'd just like to comment on that call that we are a religious minority and we're not a religion. There's a little bit of irony there.
Yes.
But atheism is concerned with the subject of religion. So whether we disbelieve it or not, we can still be a religious minority.
Let's go with Anonymous.